Hey everyone, and welcome back to the PIFster Pulse. This is episode 3, and I'm Shashana, as always, joined by my co-host Chris.
And I'm Chris. Great to be back with you, Shashana, and with all our listeners out there. We've got a really interesting topic today, something I think almost everyone can relate to.
Oh, absolutely. Just last week I was doing a deep dive into my bank statements, which, let's be honest, is not my favorite activity. And I found this subscription, this obscure streaming service that I signed up for like 2 years ago for one specific show. And I haven't watched it since. It's been diligently charging me $10 every single month.
No way! $10 for 2 years! That's a good chunk of change, Shashana. I feel your pain, though. It's so easy to do. We sign up for a free trial, forget about it, or we use something for a month, and then it just becomes this invisible drain on our accounts.
Exactly. I almost laughed. Then I cried a little. $10 isn't a fortune, right? But it's also $10 I could have actually done something with. It's the ultimate subscription trap, and I bet I'm not the only one caught in it.
You are absolutely not alone. I think about all those little charges. The gym app I stopped using after 2 weeks, the premium version of a photo editor I needed for one project, even that coffee subscription that sounded like a good idea until I realized I only drank coffee at home. It's these small, almost invisible amounts that really add up. We barely notice them leaving our accounts, but collectively they can represent a significant chunk of our discretionary spending. It's like death by 1,000 paper cuts to your wallet.
1,000 paper cuts, that's it. And it made me think, what if we could take that same concept, that ease of recurring payment, and flip it on its head? Instead of mindlessly spending on things we forget about, what if we used it for mindful impact?
That's exactly where my mind goes, too. Imagine if just a fraction of that forgotten $10, maybe even just $1, was automatically set to go to a new charity every single month. It's the same principle of a recurring payment, but instead of mindless spending, it becomes mindful impact. We're talking about taking those easily overlooked amounts and channeling them into something genuinely good.
Right? That's the whole magic of what we do at PIFster, isn't it? It's about recognizing that even the smallest contributions, when pooled together, can create this incredible ripple effect. It's pocket change turning into real change, as we like to say.
Absolutely. Think about it. That $10 you were spending on that forgotten streaming service, even if you just took one of those dollars and directed it towards a cause you cared about each month, that's $12 a year going somewhere impactful. That's $12 a year from you, but if 5,000 of us do it, that's $60,000 a year for our communities.
It's so much more empowering, too. With a lot of these subscriptions, you feel like a passive recipient. But with mindful giving, even if it's just $1, you're an active participant. You're consciously choosing to contribute, and with PIFster, you're even choosing where that contribution goes.
That's the beauty of the PIFster model. It's not just about setting up a recurring donation. It's about community-driven giving. Every month, our PIFster community gets to vote on a new charity. So that dollar, or whatever amount you choose to contribute, isn't just a blind donation. It's part of a collective decision, empowering members to direct funds to causes that resonate most with them at that moment.
And it makes giving so accessible. Sometimes people feel like, I can't make a difference unless I'm writing a huge check. But that's just not true. $1, $5, $10, it all adds up. It's like each person brings a single brick, and together we build a house.
Exactly. And it's those small, consistent contributions that provide charities with predictable income, which is often what they need most. Rather than relying solely on large, infrequent donations, knowing they have a steady stream of smaller contributions from a committed community allows them to plan better, invest in long-term projects, and ultimately help more people or further their mission more effectively.
Think about it like this. For many of us, $1 or $2, even $5 can disappear without a trace in our daily spending. It's the cost of a coffee, a snack, or that forgotten streaming service I just found. But with PIFster, that same amount becomes part of something significant. It's about reframing how we see these small expenditures.
It's a subtle but powerful shift in mindset. Instead of thinking I can only give if I have a lot, it's I can make a difference because I'm part of a collective. It democratizes philanthropy. It says you don't need to be a millionaire to contribute to meaningful change. You just need to be willing to redirect a little bit of that pocket change.
And the variety of causes is amazing. One month you might be supporting an environmental initiative. The next month it could be a local food bank or a neighborhood after-school program. It keeps things fresh, and it exposes you to charities you might not have known about otherwise.
That's a huge benefit. How many times have you wanted to give, but you're overwhelmed by choice or you're not sure which charity is most effective? With PIFster, the community does some of that vetting and decision-making collectively. You're constantly learning about new organizations and their impact.
It really taps into that pay it forward mentality, which is literally in our name, PIFster. It's about creating a chain reaction of good. That $1 you contribute, combined with everyone else's, creates a wave.
And it fosters a sense of community among givers. You're not just donating in isolation, you're part of a movement. Knowing that others are also contributing, voting, and caring about these causes alongside you, it really amplifies the feeling of making a difference.
Yeah, it's not just a transaction, it's participation. It's a way to engage with the issues that matter in the world in a way that feels manageable and impactful. And honestly, it feels good. It feels a lot better than finding out you've been paying for a ghost streaming service for 2 years.
100%! It swaps that little pang of regret for a genuine feeling of satisfaction. That's a trade-off I think we'd all sign up for. It's making those small, often unseen parts of our budget work for something meaningful rather than just disappearing into the ether.
So instead of falling into the subscription trap of forgotten services, why not dive into the mindful subscription of giving? It's simple, it's effective, and it literally turns pocket change into real, tangible impact.
Exactly. We're talking about shifting from passive consumption to active contribution. And the beauty is, it doesn't require a huge financial overhaul. It's about making a small, consistent commitment that when multiplied by a community of like-minded individuals becomes truly powerful.
It's almost like a financial hack for doing good. You automate something, just like those services that automatically renew. But this time, the automation is working for a cause, for a charity, for a better world.
And you get to choose where it goes each month. That element of choice and engagement is what really sets it apart. It's not just giving, it's guided giving, where the community's voice shapes the impact.
So whether you've got a forgotten streaming service lurking in your statements, or you just want to make your small contributions count for something bigger, consider becoming a PIFster. It's a simple way to make a big difference, $1 at a time, one cause at a time.
It truly is. It's a reminder that every little bit counts, especially when we come together. And honestly, it's one of the most rewarding subscriptions you'll ever have. No regret, just impact.
Well said, Chris. That wraps up this episode of the PIFster Pulse. We hope we've given you something to think about regarding those small amounts that often go unnoticed.
Definitely. And remember, it's not about how much you give, but the collective power of many giving a little. That's where the real magic happens.
Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We appreciate you being part of our community. Until next time, let's keep paying it forward.
Head to PIFster.org to vote for this month's cause. Become a PIFster and turn pocket change into real change.